Chairman, past District Governor, Edna Sutter, District 3830.
Rotary International President Shekhar Mehta, the Rotary Foundation Chair and past RI President John Germ, Convener and past RI Director Rafi Garcia III, Co-Convener and RI Director Sergeant Chi Tian Liu, Co-Convener RI Director Jesse Herman, delegates, Rotarians, leaders of Asia Pacific. Mabuhay! Welcome to Manila, the Philippines. This is your virtual journey to the Rotary International Presidential Conference hosted by Manila for the Rotarians and leaders of Asia Pacific and beyond. COVID-19 limited our ability to meet in person, but we are being blessed with this incredible opportunity to meet as a large group, allowing us in a wider reach to take on the big ideas, the big steps, and the big outcomes through the power of technology. This conference, nicknamed as RPC21, is the product of an unprecedented scale of regional unity. I am personally in awe and gratified by the incredible turnout of international attendees, as well as the intensity and internationality of our speaker lineup. I credit all of the above to the marvelous 3 big C's: cooperation, coordination, and camaraderie between the hundreds of organizers representing the 21 participating nations and territories who lovingly gave almost 200,000 man-hours of work in order to deliver to you the best possible experiences that this conference may offer. On behalf of the organizing team of the host Manila, I thank all our country chairs and their corresponding teams for the very strong support extended to this conference. They participated not only in the promotion activities, but also on the program contents, as well as in the financial resourcing. Allow me to especially mention Team Taiwan for their endearing support and dedication as they produce special sessions in Mandarin using their own talents and financial resources. They have reached an incredible milestone. Their delegation for RPC21 is so far Taiwan's biggest ever for any international Rotary event. I thank the leadership of RPC21's Chair of Taiwan, past District Governor Jen Panhorn. We are equally thankful to Co-Convener RI Director Sergeant Chi Tian Liu and their honorable advisor, past RI President Gary Huang, for their indefatigable support. Much appreciation to the RPC21 headquarters team for your incredible work. I cannot possibly express adequately the incredible amount of your personal time, talent, and treasure that you devoted to give our delegates the best possible conference ever. To the delegate promotions team, thank you for the amazing numbers of about 18,000 delegates and working with all the 21 nations. To the finance, registration, and administration teams, thank you for all the tireless dedication and management of the tedious and time-consuming processes to make things work. To the Ways and Means Committee, thank you for your gracious help in bringing the sponsors and exhibitors that made this conference possible. Thank you to the Program and Content Committee for your tireless coordination with over 100 speakers, moderators, and facilitators in various time zones. There are many more committees who work hard for this conference, but I know it's impossible for me to properly name all of you now. But please accept these heartfelt words of gratitude and appreciation. For many, many months, organizing RPC 21 took most of the 7 days of the week. And so I hope that you can now see and feel that RPC 21 is indeed a labor of love for you, our Rotary Asia Pacific family. To the 18,000 delegates, we are eternally grateful that you have joined hands with us for a weekend of ideation, inspiration, and interaction. It is our dream that one day, at least one of you, most especially from the youth, will become a renowned world leader and a champion of this conference goals and advocacies. Let me now speak to you about three things. First, the conference goals, theme, and speakers. Second, the conference experiences lined up. And third, what's in store beyond this conference. President Shekhar Mehta wanted us to showcase and celebrate the humanitarian works and impact of each region's clubs and districts. He encouraged us to feature inspirational speakers and field experts to inspire current members to take action and prospective members to join in our service commitments. He wants us to position Rotary as a regional leader in addressing the needs locally and globally. And finally, to welcome non-Rotary members to learn about our works and invite them to join our local clubs. In this conference, we are going to ideate 2 of our 7 areas of focus: growing local economies and protecting the environment. Our theme, working towards best outcomes for our communities. The word BEST is an acronym for 4 idea arcs: business for good, environment for good, sustainability for good, and technology for good. These 4 arcs represent the success factors for our ambitious outcomes that we seek to bring to our immediate communities, our Asia-Pacific region, and eventually to the world in relation to the environmental protection efforts in order to sustain our livelihoods that bring food on our table for this generation and the generations to come. These 4 arcs also represent the major segments by which the time and content of our conference program is being organized. The 4 success factors use the expression "for good" because it aptly speaks to the fact that we work towards best outcomes for the good of all, and that these outcomes must be everlasting for the long term, for good. The Business for Good arc highlights the important role of businesses in creating economic, social, and environmental value with an emphasis on achieving a living wage for all, especially those affected most by climate change and COVID-19. The Environment for Good arc aims to present macro and micro approaches to protect the environment with a call to advance circular economy ideals in order to drive conservation and support environmental balance. Sustainability for Good demystifies the concept of sustainability emphasizing that we all can affect change by volunteering our time and talent to drive sustainable lifestyles and livelihoods. Technology for Good ARC seeks to recognize the challenges posed by the new phase of inequality among humanity, the digital divide. It highlights the many different ways on how leaders bridge the gap using technology and innovation for social, economic, and environmental good. We also created a fifth arc, which we call Future of Rotary. This special arc focuses on future-proofing Rotary and making sure that we strengthen the foundations for our success in the long term. Under this arc, we tackle 4 topics: the empowerment of girls, women, and the youth, the empowerment of Rotarian philanthropists, the empowerment of our internal Rotary partners, and finally, the empowerment of our external Rotary partners from the private sector and public sector. Brilliant leaders and doers from the world stage and the world of Rotary are joining us this weekend. I encourage you to take on every minute shared by these leaders because they come here to serve, inspire, and challenge you. They do so eagerly because they believe in your leadership and they know that the communities, the region itself, the world itself is counting on you and what you will do as a Rotarian from here on. Remember that there are 3 main areas here in this event website. We are currently in this auditorium where the formal program is conducted. On each of the 5 arcs, we begin with a plenary session listening to the keynote speakers. Then we move on to 5 simultaneous breakout sessions. Each has a variety of formats. There's a fireside chat featuring 2 experts, a masterclass featuring a practitioner, a field trip bringing us to places where Rotarians are making a difference, a showcase town hall where we learn from our international peers, and a panel discussion in Mandarin featuring our Rotarian friends from Taiwan. After the simultaneous breakout sessions, we all come back to a plenary session where a Rotary leader will synthesize the ideas, information, and inspiration shared by our speakers. I'm sure that you will not be able to attend all the sessions on real time, but you can catch replays of all keynotes, breakout sessions, and synthesis that you miss. They are available to you for the next 10 days using the same event website where you are in right now. You can visit the virtual House of Friendship, the pavilion and booth of our sponsors and exhibitors, and immerse yourselves with the content they present and interact with their booth representatives through chat and video conversation. Please visit the Fellowship Lounge too, where you can meet other delegates. We have 100 rooms that will open at the end of the conference program proper. Each room can accommodate 80 people at a time. Get in there and meet other delegates, form new friendships, and exchange ideas. My friends, there had been so much time, talent, treasure, and works of love in creating the RPC 21 experience. We realize that this is not just a 3-day conference experience, but it now becomes the beginning of a course of action for growing local economies and protecting the environment for best outcomes for our communities. Inspired by the super energy brought about by all the organizers, speakers, and facilitators, we are launching 4 RPC 21 advocacies to honor President Shaker's vision and initiatives and to harness the power of the more than 4,000 clubs in the Asia-Pacific region. This initiative is called 4 Million Best Deeds for Good. 1 million deeds for each of the 4 arcs. 4 million best deeds for good. We invite all Rotarians to make immediate action individually or as a club, or even as a group of friends, or even through one's own company, or NGO, or government organization. Doing so will accelerate best outcomes for growing local economies and protecting the environment in our region. 1 million living wages for the citizens of Asia Pacific affected by climate change and COVID-19. 1 million kilos of waste directed to the circular economy for transformation through recycling and upcycling. 1 million hours of time volunteered to drive sustainability outcomes for lifestyles and livelihood. 1 million hours of computer science education given to the youth of Asia Pacific, especially girls. We are fully aware that many of you are already doing something as Rotary clubs, as a group of friends, as a company, or as an individual that already speaks to anyone or all of the 4 deeds. Tell us about them. Log on and share them through our website rpc21.ph/advocacies. If you don't have any existing effort in place, please join this drive. In fact, RPC 21 has official conference partners who you can directly participate with in their work, or you can partner with them for envisioning efforts for your corner of the world. In conclusion, I wish to convey my 3 personal messages. Firstly, I encourage you to enjoy and immerse yourselves in the information, inspiration, insights, and possibilities this event offers us. Let us protect our environment and address the concerns on climate change. Embrace the inclusive business practices to improve the lives of the poor in order to attain lasting peace. Secondly, we thank you, President Shaker Mehta. Our aspirations and ambitions for RPC 21 are directly influenced by your example and encouragement. With grace from above, we hope that our delegates today, leaders one and all, will be moved to do more. I also thank you, Conference Convener and past RI Director Rafi Garcia III, for your trust and confidence. Thank you, Conference Secretary and past District Governor Ernest Uyek, for your steadfast support. And finally, I thank wholeheartedly, with my deepest appreciation and gratitude, the hundreds of people from around the world who gave their best to make RPC 21 possible, especially those from RPC 21 headquarters in the Philippines. To everyone, organizers, speakers, delegates, Rotarians, leaders of Asia Pacific, thank you. May God bless you all.